So we're moving on to the other side of Losers 8. There's gonna be Pleb and Miisumi. A Ranno Ditto. We got more Ranno Dittos. Well, not more. It's just more if you watch a lot of Rivals Recess, I guess.
I love Ranno Dittos.
Novice Bracket always has like 3 or 4 Ranno Dittos. There's too many Rannos in this tournament.
We need to purge the frogs.
I need more of the frogs to win. But, yeah, getting into what we have here, I don't think this is too surprising of a starter. I know a lot of Rannos really like the stage.
Mm-hmm.
The main thing that you really gain from it is if you're good at your edge cancels and your plat movement.
It's really good.
Yeah, oh my god, these rolls.
Looking kind of like a bakery.
Yeah.
And they just kind of get parries and then answer with a down strong, and both of them did it. So I'm convinced that we're on a hive mind moment right now.
No, this really is a hive mind game.
Tongue in neutral.
Yeah, because like I feel like if one of these players, oh my god, double roll, double dash attack, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so like
Clip by the single needle.
if you see your opponent just starting to roll spam like this,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of just gotta start playing like a little more patiently and just going for these quick options that can punish the rolls, but also can't really be whiff punished after a roll if you miss it. It's for glory. Yeah, really. That's what this is. Just online Smash 4.
I love Smash 4.
Smash 4 is pretty cool. Oh, and there's a tongue.
Honestly, normally I don't agree with tongue in neutral, but given like the circumstance, I feel like that was like a really good choice because it would have, like, based on where they rolled, I don't think they would have parried.
Yeah, it's not an awful roll rate at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would have caught roll in and caught roll out because it lasts so long.
One thing I will say though is I think Pleb's bubble punish, obviously I think that's the only one I've been paying attention to as far as bubble punishes go, but it was definitely a little shoddy. Bubble punishes aren't like the most important thing for Ranno, but if you're going for a lot of tongue at the moment, I guess the better habit would really be to use tongue a little bit less. But you can also try to go all in on that and make sure that your tongue punishes are super on point.
Or you can also make your tongue in neutral a bit safer by getting a bit off the ground beforehand, so even if you do miss, you can still use it as a form of movement.
Yeah. Aerial tongue definitely throws people off a little bit more.
Yeah, aerial tongue is pretty messed up. Did you know that aerial tongue is longer than grounded tongue? Pretty crazy.
Does it have more horizontal distance?
Yeah. I think it has like roughly the. I don't know exactly how it's longer. It's just like.
It's a little bit longer.
It's just longer. I think it has like a bit more horizontal distance, but it's also like vertical as well.
Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, so game 2 go into Spirit Tree. So this is really a stage you go to if you want to abuse the Blast Zones and just get a ton of early kills. I'm not really sure. I guess it does still work out, actually. Especially because I think F-Strong still hits the side plats here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it barely hits.
So, in situations like that, I wouldn't recommend using F-Strong. Oh, here you...
Nice, nice bubble to protect yourself.
Yeah.
Very good.
One thing to keep in mind that I think a lot of Rannos forget when they're learning the character is Super Jump. Right there, I think Super Jump up airs would have done a lot of good. And you did still get the kill in the end, but if you can get that kill a little bit faster, it's obviously, like, better. There's less margin for error.
As for recovery, Pleb kind of burned his double jump and his air dodge early on. I think something that's important to keep in mind is Ranno does have his dive kick off of up B, which is jump cancelable. And that really, like, Ranno has a low airspeed, but really helps out with his, like, horizontal recovery.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff you can learn with bubbles.
With bubble, with dive kick, with needle storm, just you have a lot of stall options. You have a lot of Ranno just has a lot of options.
Yeah. And if you want to see, like, just because I like giving examples of other people in Recess that do this, I think Just a Dead Guy is a really good player to watch for strong Ranno recovery. I think that's one of their strong suits as a player. They were in Recess 57, or no, 55 and 56. So if you look for those VODs, you'll find them.
And where can we find those VODs?
On the Rivals Recess YouTube channel. I don't have a link on hand,
Wow.
but it's probably on our Twitter or Discord.
It's somewhere.
And like rules and links.
Wow.
Iconic self-plug. And we're seeing Miisumi go for it right here, but just barely misses it. I definitely appreciate the attempts. Yeah.
Trying to roll the reads now.
Yeah.
I saw that dash back forward smash. Yeah, Pleb has kind of a mountain to climb at this point.
Definitely, and that... Wow,
Should
the back air out of hit stun. You hate to see it.
You do hate to see it. I hate to see it.
Unless you're Miisumi, of course, then you love to see it.
Unless you're the Ranno player who's killing someone off of back air out of hit stun, you hate to see it.
Exactly. One sec. Okay. So yeah, just jumping right into game 3 on Forest Floor again. Fairly small stage. There's kind of been the trend for Pleb right here. That was a really good up strong. But again, I don't know, unless I missed something, I don't think that was super jump. Again, I think super jump could have allowed you to follow up off of that. Obviously my Ranno is not like particularly amazing or anything, but I'm a really big super jump up air enjoyer, so... I think it's a really underutilized option.
Just thought of something, remembered something. This has reminded me of something I was once... I don't remember if I was told directly, but... or if I was just like in a voice call and someone else was told, but... whenever you want to roll, unless it's like... you're rolling because of the invincibility, just use Wave Dash instead, because Wave Dash you can reposition yourself just as fast, and it's not nearly as committal.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, I wonder if some of these rolls are failed Wave
Could
Dashes.
be Wave Dash. Yeah.
Probably not all of them, but...
But it's just like... something I realized was, neither of these players really Wave Dash at all.
Yeah,
They usually do runs and rolls.
That's definitely a good point, and Ranno gets a lot out of wave dashing, and of course good pop movement. But I think on a base level, just working on your ground movement for now is your best bet, because then you can kind of apply that to pop movement later on.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, no drift's gonna save you right there. You might have been able to get away with dive kicking, though. Because I don't actually think... I guess not. I haven't really seen dive kick hitting very much. That is actually gonna kill, yeah.
Bad DI. But that's okay. Can't DI perfectly every time.
Yeah.
However, I'm still just on the thing of, like, you guys should learn how to wave dash, or, like, the appropriate times to wave dash, or...
Yeah.
It's like, grounded movement is, like, both the simplest thing and the most complex thing at the same time, because it really is just up to your imagination, the limits of the tech itself.
Yeah.
It's not particularly difficult, but it's just like so much more goes into it than just the movement itself.
Alright, there's a lot of complexity to, like, knowing where to position yourself and how to move and all that stuff. But right now, we're just kind of seeing them, yeah, like, zero in on these rolls. And again, I don't know if some or many of them are misinputs. But I know something, I don't usually recommend something this extreme, but something that I've seen people do before is, play games where they unbind their parry button.
Yeah.
So if you really feel like you're overemphasizing your dodges, I don't know if that would necessarily help here, because like you said, I think the best substitute for rolls are wave dashes, and you do need the dodge button for that. But yeah, just constantly try to keep that in mind as you start playing the character more.
So this is either gonna make you really strong or really tired, but just keep a ding every time you roll. And then for every roll you do in a set, that's a push-up to do.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's like either you're gonna become really strong, or you're gonna stop rolling as much.
Yeah.
Honestly, both are preferable.
Yeah, it's also important to note, like, using, even, like, the more exploitable defense options, that isn't necessarily a bad thing. We have to use them, like, consciously.
Sometimes.
Yeah, and in moderation, but especially
Do it
being
with purpose.
conscious about your use of them is important.
One second, be right back.
Okay. Yeah, again, Rockwall, small stage, you're gonna get kills like that, where... Or like that, yeah, where it just kinda rough DI, or like slightly not perfect DI, and you're just completely dead. I think another thing these players can try to keep in mind is limiting their kill confirms, because we're seeing a ton of F strong, and that's obviously usually considered one of Ranno's worst kill moves. Pretty much, I see F strong as like a mix-up tool, where you can sometimes strip people's DI off and catch them in odd spots where they wouldn't expect to be able to get hit. I think I mentioned the Spear Tree plats earlier, and I think that's a really good example. It's gonna kill right there from center stage. I think in general, picking up an up strong confirm or two would be super helpful. That's just kind of Ranno bread and butter stuff. Yeah, and I think Miisumi was really hesitant to punish right there. Like, honestly, I think especially because Pleb had 4 stacks, I would have just, like, walked halfway and tongues. Because odds are down strong won't be done by then, especially with the charge Pleb gave it.
I return.
Your turn just in time for the set 2 via not happening.
Wow. That's
Unreal.
crazy.
Yeah, Miisumi takes it 3-1. I don't really think I have too much to add. I gave most of the advice I could already.